I have a secret to confess. I've never actually finished reading the Shatter Me series. I have my reasons for stopping it. Not because I didn't like it, but because I genuinely stopped reading altogether. The last time I picked up a Shatter Me book was in high school, and I graduated in 2022. It's the big 2026. So it's been a minute. Now that I'm back in my reading era, and it is currently April 2nd, and new Tahereh Mafi book is releasing this week. I do have this Woven Kingdom up here. Have I read it? No. Am I planning to read it? Yes. It's on there for a reason. But first, Shatter Me takes priority. And this means Shatter Me reading vlog. I saw my favorite YouTuber Larry Reads do this, and I was like, oh my god, I've genuinely haven't finished it, and I would love to read it because I do love Aaron Warner. Like, I do remember most of the plot. I actually just remember Aaron Warner. It's time for me to read it. So you're gonna come along this journey with me. I have it on my Kindle, the old version, the old cover. We're going to also go buy the books physically because I love reading a good physical book, but I'm gonna try to read as much as possible on my Kindle. I have a dinner to go to in just a little bit, so I'm gonna read on the car ride there, probably read there on the way back, and at night, and I'll come back and update you with updates. It's 315 pages. I've been on a really good reading streak, so I really hope that I can actually get this done in like 2-3 days. I'm confident. I think I can. I knew I liked the series. There was no reason that I stopped it. Now, I'm excited to jump back into it, especially now with a new renowned love for reading. It'll also be interesting to see if my reading tastes have changed. So am I only 3 chapters into Shatter Me and it's been 3 days? Yes. Is it because the book is back? No. Have I actually started reading it today? Yes. I've been a busy girl. And look what I found. I got Shatter Me. I got a Unite Me, which has the novella Destroy Me and Fracture Me. So we have the 2 novellas, and I got Unravel Me all today at Waterstones. I was finally able to find it, so now I can switch over to reading it physically. This book looks super short. I didn't realize that they're that short of books, but I feel like I'm gonna fly by. Like, I'm on chapter 3 already, so I don't know what page that is because it's been on my Kindle and I don't remember, but I promise I'm sitting my butt down right now and I'm just gonna read so that I can actually update you, because right now I'm 3 chapters in, there's no thoughts. I just found out the cellmate's name is Adam, and I genuinely can't remember where Adam plays a part in this series, so clearly I needed to do this reread. Good morning. Definitely not 3 p.m. but good morning. I finished Shatter Me. We're officially done with book 1 of, I think, 7 books. I think, is it? I don't know. I finished this book last night, so I finished it in 2 days, and let me tell you, reading it again from a perspective of I kind of somewhat remember what the book is about, I kind of somewhat remember who is endgame and who is not endgame, makes things so much more interesting. I feel like if you really like the Shatter Me series and you haven't done a reread, you should totally do a reread of the first book, because there's so many sentences that have double meanings to them the more that you think about it. So here's my thing, like I mentioned, I came into Shatter Me reading, I believe, the first 3 or first 4 books or something like that, but I don't remember anything because I just dropped it off, and that was like back in high school, and that's a lot of years at this point now that I think about it. I think it's about to be minimum 4 years ago. So I don't remember anything. What I do remember is that Aaron Warner is endgame, and what I do remember is that Aaron Warner ends up being a good guy, and that Warner ends up being like in love with her the entire time. Now, being introduced to Warner as the villain, Juliet not liking him at all or wanting him at all. Seeing Warner from a point of view of a villain, but knowing that he's not actually the villain, all the words he's saying and kind of like his obsession doesn't feel, it feels weird. Being like, okay, he sounds insane to her because he doesn't really know like his actual motives. And even if she did know his actual motives, he sounds insane. He sounds like your like ex that's just kind of like stalking you or just still like obsessed with you. I kind of like it. It kind of works for him. When Juliet and Adam were escaping and he's like pleading to her, being like saying all these grand things, and even like when Juliet pretends to like him and kiss him and he's like obsessed, like I will be so good to you, blah blah blah, like I'm like, wait, Wait, I would fall for that. Like, girl, go with him now. But like, the thing is, I totally understand why she thinks he's the villain, because like, one simple conversation could have fixed like everything. What's so funny to me is they end up going to the rebellion by the end of this book, and in my head, I thought them going to the rebellion happened by like book 2 or like book 3. So maybe I didn't actually get as into the series as I originally thought I did. My actual rating of this, I sat on it. It's not giving 5-star. Almost didn't even give me 4-star, although I enjoyed it so much. It was a very interesting read from the point of view being like, okay, so we know she's gonna end up with Warner. How? Why? That's very interesting. That's what really kept me going and all this stuff. And the plot, it's super fast paced. I did not realize how fast paced this is. That being said, I have heard that her writing is a little flowery, and man, that is correct. I don't dislike it, but I could use without it. I feel like her flower writing, it kind of works with the sense that low-key, like, Juliet is like not of right mind most of the time. I feel as if the flowery writing might die down the farther in we go into the actual series. I think the flowery writing issue might go away with as like Juliet's like mental health is like slowly healing. So I'm not mad about it, because I feel like some people are mad about it and DNF the book because of it. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I'm gonna read obviously Destroy Me, stop, and then read Unravel Me, and then read the other novella that comes after that. So we're gonna start that today. I finished Unite Me this morning. I don't know why I did that to myself. I read 90 pages. The novella is like 106 pages. I just decided to just not finish it last night. All that being said, I finished it this morning. The novella, I'm gonna rate a 3.5. Well, it's a novella, so a whole lot of nothing happens, but a whole lot of something is added. right, because that makes sense, right? This novella was surrounding Aaron and Aaron's point of view on everything, and it's funny because during my Shatter Me kind of just like debrief and like review, I'm like, yo, like Aaron is like low-key kind of insane, like low-key kind of crazy and possessive, and I was like kind of okay with it in like a sick twisted way. But now getting his point of view, like for example, I thought it was really sick and twisted, the whole like kid thing, that he was willing to hurt like a little boy. The whole thing was a simulation. I totally forgot that. So I'm like, oh, okay, he just did it because he knew that was like the only way. It's still fucked up, but it was like for greater good, so like that makes sense. And then obviously when he just shot the guy for being a traitor, low-key, I didn't think him a monster for that. Like he kind of had a responsibility. If he's a traitor, he's a traitor, like shoot his ass. Now getting the information that he shot him because he's a shitty human being that's not supporting his kids or his wife and beating his wife, and then now Aaron's dad being in the conversation is like this whole thing, and then him reading Juliet's journal and just like really understanding her thoughts. Like that's an invasion of privacy, but an invasion of privacy that was necessary. And I'm glad that we got the point of view of Aaron. Like, to be honest, they're both kind of crazy, and it's gonna work because they're gonna be crazy together and they're gonna heal together, because clearly a lot of like his life is gonna be reflected on her life as well. I'm excited to start Unravel Me. This book is like the prettiest cover in my opinion so far. I like the colorway. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna start this. I need to put the phone down. Like I truly need to put the phone down. I need to stop scrolling. This one's a bit bigger. I believe it's like a little under 500 pages. This might take me more than 2 or 3 days to finish. That being said, I do get my wisdom teeth removed this week on Thursday, and I'm gonna be in bed, so there's not much to do but read. Now, will I be giving you updates on my reading while I look like a chipmunk? I'm not quite sure. I'm back and I've gone through it, let me tell you that. It's currently day 4 post-op of getting my wisdom teeth removed. I'm low-key going through it, but this is the first time that, you know, the baddie in me feels like I'm defrosting and I'm coming back to me when I'm so sore. And then I also can't talk too much, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I want to update you guys. Last we spoke, I was finishing Unravel Me. I finished this 2 days ago. It feels like a second book, that's for sure. I rated it a 3.75. Not saying that it was bad by any means. Juliet needs to heal, let me just tell you that, and she probably did by the end of it. That's why like after like 50% mark, I'm like, okay, she's kind of getting her ish together, and like once Warner was back into the picture, I'm like, thank God. He needs to snap some sense back into her, even though he himself has yet to like find his sense. Both of them need to like work on themselves, that's for sure. Juliet needs to stop saying sorry. She said sorry like every 30 seconds in the first beginning of this book, and I wanted to beat the life out of her. Like, girl, it's okay. It's okay. Like, people care for you. I enjoyed it. Felt like a second book. This ending was fun. Now we know that Warner and Juliet are gonna be together a lot, at least in the beginning of Ignite Me, which I'm super excited to go into. Yesterday, I finished Adam's novella, which is Fracture Me. Honestly, some people called this novella one of the most boring ones, but like low-key, it was so fun to read. His point of view pisses me off. I don't like Adam or Adam's head space for a lot of things, except for James. Love James, understandable. It was actually really fast-paced, and it was like very easy to pick up because like I literally finished Unravel Me, and like the next day I picked this up and I was like, okay, we're literally right back to where we were. Like, it's great. I've officially ran out of physical books to read, so now I have to pick up my Kindle. I downloaded Ignite Me, and we're gonna start that today. I'm probably not gonna yap a lot to you right now just because I'm still kind of feel pain. Just like as I'm sitting here, I'm like, maybe not the smartest thing to do, but I've been absolutely feral listening to the audiobook and immersive reading. I'm on page 182. I'm 52% of the way through. Disney Dreamlight Valley is going to be my friend for the next few hours though. I have fully undefrosted. Well, I still am recovering, but I can actually speak. It's not painful. I have color back in me. I can actually like look presentable. So I'm back. And I finished Ignite Me in 2 days. In 2 freaking days. Now, I will say, was it a fun, quick read that I enjoyed? Yes. Was it a 4-star? No, actually it wasn't. In my opinion, it's more of a 3.75. It was fun, but like there's not much more to it besides that. Did I enjoy Warner and Juliet? Yes. You know what I enjoyed even more? Juliet and Kenji. I need more of that. Not in like the relationship. Aaron and Juliet, fine, that's okay. I love the friendship between Kenji and Juliet. Like, there's nothing like a good supportive guy best friend. Like, their banter was the funny parts. Like, you would literally catch me, like, I would actually chuckle. Adam, they completely, like, if they made you dislike Adam in his novella in Fracture Me, they really wanted to, like, character assassinate him in this book. Like, poor guy was just also heartbroken and, you know, angry as heck. Like, I would be honestly fair. He also didn't have to say that he wished Juliet was dead, you know, like that was crazy. And you didn't have to be stubborn, because now then you had to like eat your pride and come back. Favorite character? Literally Kenji. Literally Kenji. Aaron motherfucker, lift your hips up for me, love. Warner. Chef's kiss. Tahereh Mafi knew what she was doing when she wrote that. She did that for the girls. I'm gonna start Restore Me today, later in the afternoon. I did not get the audiobook for it. I read this mainly on audiobook, to be honest, just because I've been really obsessed with Disney Dreamlight Valley. Every couple months, I remember I have a Switch, so I picked it up. Playing Disney Dreamlight Valley and like listening to an audiobook is like min-maxing my hobbies to the best of my abilities, and I love that. I'm feeling slumpy in the sense of like homework assignments and studying for finals. Like, this is literally like the last month. Like, my semester ends this month and I graduate, so I kind of need to pass all these classes, which I will, but I'm like really procrastinating studying, and I really dislike myself for that right now. I'm gonna study probably until Pookie gets home, and then I'm gonna start reading. Everybody wants to switch over to the Kobo. I personally don't want to switch over to the Kobo, not because I want to stay within the Kindle ecosystem. I don't really care for the Kindle ecosystem. I have Kindle Unlimited. I'm gonna be so honest, I kind of waste my money. I barely read any Kindle Unlimited. A lot of the times I get my books from Libby or other sources. I'm really a part of like, if I like the book enough, I'm buying it physically, clearly. I kind of want to look into getting like the box or books I love the Palma, but I feel like this is already portable enough for the most part. Every purse that I buy, I can fit my Kindle. Like that's like #1 requirement for the most part. And I've been seeing a lot about the Box Color Go or the Go Color something, and I find it very interesting because you can have Libby on there, you can have the Kobo app, you can have Kindle on it if you want to. It's Android, and I kind of want to get it. Like I have absolutely no need for another e-reader, so I probably won't be doing that. But I kind of really want it. It's been a week. It's been a week. Why? Went to Wales, had a road trip, I came back. Reading happened. So last I updated you, I finished reading Ignite Me, and I finished Restore Me, and I finished Kenji's novella Shatter Me, is it what it's called? And now I'm 30% through Defy Me. I'm sad, let's debrief. Restore Me. Already much better than the first arc. Like already characters don't feel insufferable, but it makes sense. Like I was hating on Juliet most of the time, and Adam, especially Adam. But I was hating because Miss Girl needed a heal. I fear where I'm at, it's all gonna be thrown out the window, but let's just see. Restore Me's ending, oh my, I was not expecting that. I totally, like, I've officially gotten to the part of the book where this is completely new to me and I've never read this before. Like, this doesn't even feel like a reread anymore because I don't remember any of it. The last I remember was like her killing Anderson. We're completely in new uncharted territory. Restore Me is like a 4. That was like a 4. That was pretty fun. Let me tell you. So I finished Shadow Me. I finished Shadow Me in like one day, like literally on the car ride coming back from Wales. But also Wales was so cute. All the sheepies, love it. Shadow Me, I love Kenji. That was the first time that we got Kenji's POV. And I am so happy that we have Kenji's POV in Defy Me. Like I love it. Nazira got introduced. Love her. Love that they both have the same powers. Oh my god. His novella really just hit home in the sense where like I get to see how much, like, we know how much Juliet cares for Kenji in the sense of being his best friend, but like we really get to see how much he cares about Juliet. And like, again, why is this the friendship / relationship that I care about most? Like they're twinning him. I love him. I love that duo so much. Like I hype that up so much. Like Kenji's my favorite character. He's slept on, and that novella shows that he deserves better. He deserves better. Kenji checks in on everyone. But who's checking in on Kenji? Please! It's always the funny friend that's going through it the most. So I repeat, it's always the funny friend that's going through it most. If you're in your mind right now, think of your funny friend, go ask them how they are. Defy Me is going good so far. I was scrolling through TikTok. I saw somebody on TikTok showing each Shatter Me book. If each book had a song, this would be the song. Like that was the trend. Like I know it's a trend that goes around. And for Defy Me, they put the song, I don't know the name and title, but they put the song that goes fall in love again and again, fall in love again and again. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And I fear I know what you mean by that. What do you mean Aaron? Aaron has like a Meliodas moment where, this is super niche. Like if you know 7 Deadly Sins, it's basically the same. It's not the same plot line, but it's the same sense where every single time they're going to fall in love together. This is sick. Like Juliet's with her parents, if you can even call them that. It's sick. It's so sick. It's still early. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read the book and potentially play Disney Dreamlight Valley. We'll see how we're feeling. I only have up until Unravel Me in the physical series, so I've been reading on my Kindle. I just went on Vinted this morning as a little homework break, and I saw a girl selling the whole series, and she'll sell me only the books that I need. So shout out to her. Love her. For like 17-15 pound, which in my opinion is amazing because if you go to Waterstone, that's like 2 of them. I got 6 books for the price of probably 2 at Waterstones, so that sounds amazing to me. I'm so excited. It's my first time ever purchasing on Vinted, and if this goes well, an addiction might be starting because I don't care. Personally, I do not care about having new books. If they're secondhand, that's totally fine. I just recently purchased all of the ACOTAR books secondhand for like 15 pounds. Steal, in my opinion. Absolute steal. Good condition. I'm not someone that my books need to be pristine. I don't break a spine. I'm not psychotic. But I don't care protecting them that much as long as they're okay. morning and I have 37 pages left of Defy Me, and I haven't really gotten to give you any like live reactions, so I'm gonna sit here and film while I'm reading this, and hopefully it's some good stuff. I'm so far enjoying this book too much, which is like slightly scary because this has been so far the most like painful book and like the most like traumatizing one in my opinion, but I've enjoyed reading it the most. I don't know what that says about me, but don't judge me. No, because he proposed. Now, I respect Kenji for being like, yo bro, like you should probably like get a ring, maybe some flowers, like get down on one knee, like do it properly, which low-key I agreed, but in this moment the way he just did it was so like intimate and so just like, that was so cute. Oh my goodness, they're engaged. Am I gonna get a, no, am I gonna get a wedding? I literally have like 20 pages left right now. Am I gonna get a wedding? I don't think I am. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get a wedding in this book. Am I gonna get a wedding at least in the next book? Well, next book's novella, but like that, huh. I will love you for the rest of my life. My heart is yours. Please don't ever give it back to me. He's still terrified that this isn't real. Like he still just does not believe that somebody could love him. My Shayla. They're throwing him a birthday party. Like his first ever birthday party ever. My Shayla. Like I'm gonna cry for happiness for him. No, because what do you mean everybody is there but Adam and James? You mean your brothers are missing? That's fucked. I don't know. Adam pissing me off. No, because that book was, I hate to call it fun, but it was a fun read. Like it was a painful fun read, and I think that one is actually my favorite out of the series so far. I think that one's a 4.25. Yeller. Okay, so we are like 70% way through Imagine Me. I should be finishing it soon. Less than 100 pages left of Imagine Me. I got to the part where they killed Anderson. Cool. But why were they trying to make me like him? Like, I don't. I promise you, I don't. But why were you trying to give this man empathy? Why were you low-key trying to give this man like a redemption story? I understand the psychology behind Ella kind of, or Ella Juliet, whatever you want to call her, kind of being in like having attraction for Anderson, obviously because he reminds her of Warner. It really hurt my heart when she saw Adam like in the test tubes. Although fuck Adam, he did it to himself, like dumbass. I understand he did it for James' greater good, but did he? Like, don't be an idiot. Did he? Like, did he gain anything out of it? No. He was like, he reminds me of you, sir. Maybe because it's his son too, because he's a fucking monster. Anyways, like they were trying to give him like background and being like, why Anderson's the way that he is. Like, oh, my mom poured bleach down my throat. Okay, you still beat and whipped your kid and put him through psychological trauma, wiped his memories. I don't like him. I don't like him one freaking bit. And now he's dead. Hopefully for good, because this man's like a fucking cat. Has like 9 lives. Man, I've read this last night and just thinking about it right now, I feel heated. But we're gonna finish it today and hopefully read the novella as well. No, because I finished Imagine Me and like, you're telling me that's technically it? Like, is that it? Because I believe, I think I'm funny. I really think I'm funny and I'm not. Get it? Get it? No, because that's it. Like, there's just so, I feel like there's so much more to tackle. Like, yes, the reestablishment is gone, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That ending was interesting, and then they like kind of left you on a cliffhanger on the epilogue. Is it because they wanted, is Believe Me like the extended epilogue? Because I'm 50 pages into Believe Me now. So I finished Imagine Me. Imagine Me was painful. I enjoyed Defy Me in a painful way, but Imagine Me was just painful all the way across. like nothing about it was ever fun. Never hee hee ha ha. Like the only like reprieve was Kenji, and even Kenji was going through it. That was just painful. Like, yay, it all worked out in the end, but like that book was just painful. Like the whole time I'm just sitting there like, oh, despair. I'm literally almost done because the New Republic, I will not be reading the New Republic in this reading vlog, just because I feel like Shatter Me is one thing and this New Republic is within the Shatter Me series, but I feel like that's its own series as well, and that deserves like its own reading vlog or its own moment, and I don't want to drag this out as long as it is. I've thankfully been able to do this all in the entire month. I'm going to finish the rest of Believe Me today, and I'll give you the rest of my thoughts. Yeah, I'm on page 46, and I believe it's like 200 pages that this novella is, I believe. I keep using the word, get it? Because the novellas Believe Me. In terms of rating for Imagine Me, honestly, I feel like it's a 3.75. Just because the ending felt rushed, in my opinion. Juliet getting her memories back felt rushed. It felt like it was like 5 pages worth of work. Like all Warner did was like kiss her and like fight her. I mean, it works out. It was gonna work out like that anyways. Like I knew she was gonna end up remembering because of Warner, because of Aaron. I feel like we were missing his point of view, because why did you give me his point of view in Defy Me? And I loved it. I loved switching between Kenji, Juliet, and Warner's point of view. And then you go on to the last book and you don't even get Warner's point of view until the freaking epilogue. Hello? I feel like there could have been like more depth to it, because even reading the epilogue right now, it's just so interesting being in Warner's head. One thing I really appreciate about this novella right now is Kenji. I just appreciate Kenji. Man, I just want a book of Kenji. Did I film any of it? No. But did I finish Believe Me? Yes. Did it low-key take me forever? Yes. Why? Because I don't like happiness. And low-key, Believe Me was kind of predictable, I'm not gonna lie. But I still enjoyed it. I love being in Warner's point of view. He's just an anxious boy, you know? We can't fault him for that. That concludes the Shatter Me reading vlog, because I know there's the New Republic or whatever the new arcs are, but those are centered around James, and I want to give them their own spotlight. I don't know if I've said that before, but we're ending it at just the OG Shatter Me series, where it follows Juliet, where it follows Warner, and it's their story. And it was a good ride. I can't believe it only took me a month, to be honest. I know the books aren't super long, but there are like a lot of them, especially if you count all the novellas in. Let me give you guys a recap on what I rated each one and what my overall thoughts on the series was. Let's start with Shatter Me. Shatter Me was rated at 3.75. Then we went to Destroy Me, 3.5. Unravel Me, 3.75. Fracture Me, 3.5, because Kenji, love him. Or actually, that wasn't even Kenji, that's Adam. Oopsies, never mind, don't love him. Ignite Me ended up being a 3.75 because that's the ending of arc 1. That was really fun, and the main characters finally got together. Restore Me, 4. Arc 2 already immediately so much better. That was so much fun. Shadow Me, now we got to Kenji. Kenji made everything worthwhile. Kenji point of views, amazing every time, ate them up. So that was a 4-star as well. For a novella being a 4-star, that's pretty high. Defy Me ended up being a 4-star as well. I enjoyed that. It was my favorite one. Again, most painful one, but my favorite one nonetheless. Reveal Me is gonna be a 3.5 just because it's a novella, enjoyed it. And Imagine Me is gonna be a 4-star just because it's the ending. Funny enough, I like Defy Me more, which that makes sense. Defy Me, 4.5. Shatter Me was a good time. I understand why Aaron Warner is like a top book boyfriend. Juliet, I understood her journey. I feel like we didn't get to be in her point of view that much towards the end, which is funny. I love seeing Juliet's progress and like the whole point of like they knew each other since childhood. They would wipe their memories, and every single time they would fall in love with each other. It feels like mates in a sense, like if we were going to talk about like fantasy setting. I really love that. And then I just loved the friendship dynamics, like Warner and Kenji's friendship dynamics. So that's what I enjoyed the most about Believe Me. Like, yes, the spicy scene, yes, the wedding. You didn't even get the wedding for real, you just got the wedding prep. But what I enjoyed really the most is literally Kenji and Warner's banter. On and all, that was an amazing journey. I really loved it. I know I complained a little bit about Tahereh Mafi's like writing at the beginning, but honestly it made sense why it was so lyrical, because low-key Juliet herself was low-key insane. And then towards the end it ended up being like okay, this is understandable. So it kind of reflects Juliet's like healing patterns. So I'm not mad about it. I did enjoy it. I will be continuing to read James's story just because I did really enjoy James as a kid. So it'll be interesting to see him as an adult, especially if you're telling me his two siblings are Adam and Warner. Like, they have to be a mixture of the both, right? This Woven Kingdom I really do want to get into. I will take a break though. I'm taking a break. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've read the Shatter Me series, let me know what your thoughts are in it. If you watched towards the end of this and you haven't watched the Shatter Me series, I'm concerned because this is a spoiler vlog, so what? All right, bye.